I'm here today to give a tutorial about different types of water tap connections that are used for water service lines. This was really meant as an in-house tutorial for my own staff, but I figured that you folks out there might also be interested. As you can see, most of these tap connections are threaded on both sides. This connection, which we still find to this day frequently, was put in about 100 years ago. It was used about 100 years ago. It was actually installed without any power tools. There were no power tools. There were no electric drills or tapping machines. This is called a driven tap, where the tapper would actually notch out the cast iron of the city water main till he could just see it sweating a little bit. He would put this connection on top of that notch, and he'd take a hammer and he'd pound it in. Now, unfortunately, the same way this connection was pounded in, it can also blow out. So whenever this type of connection is found, it has to be handled with the utmost care because it can blow out. It's distinctive in that it does not come straight out of the main. It comes out of the main on an angle because there was the area where it was hit in. Here's the connection itself. Driven tap. Now, another type of tap that can be found is a half-inch tap. Like all taps, you know it's half-inch because the thread that fits over it is always one size larger than the tap size. So this is a half-inch tap. A 3/4 inch thread screws onto it, but it's a half-inch tap. It takes a 3/4 thread. Why is there a size difference? Because of the wall thickness of the tap. A half-inch tap is not legal for reuse in the city of New York. It's undersized. It should not be reused. If it's found, it should be changed on a water main replacement. The next size tap is a 5/8 tap, which on the outside looks identical to a 3/4 inch tap. The difference is on the inside. The wall of this tap is thicker. How you test to know the difference is if you have a half-inch nipple, the half-inch nipple will actually screw inside of a 3/4 inch tap. You know you have a 3/4 inch tap because a half-inch nipple would screw inside of it. The inside of the tap is threaded. If it's a 5/8 tap, because of the thicker wall diameter, this will not screw in. Now you know you have a 5/8 tap. Both of them will accommodate a 1-inch thread. Again, that one size difference. 3/4 inch tap, 1-inch elbow will screw on top. 5/8 tap, 1-inch elbow will screw on top. The difference is, this tap is legal and can be reused for an 1.25 inch line or an 1.5 inch line in many cases. A 5/8 tap, if you're putting in an 1.25 inch line, unlike a 3/4 inch tap in most cases, is not legal for reuse according to the DEP. And there is a dramatic difference in the volume of water that one tap will provide over the other. This tap, just to give you a diameter difference, it's only one size larger. It's a 1-inch tap. This is a 3/4 inch tap. But the volume of water that it provides could potentially be around double. And again, how would you know this is a 1-inch tap? It's a 1-inch tap. An 1.25 inch thread will fit over it. Always one size larger. And that's how you know what size the tap is. 1.25 inch thread fits on a 1-inch tap. And that's a quick tutorial about water tap connections. I hope that was informative and helped you out there. Thank you.